ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, Cloud by Anthropic, Jasper, Perplexity, even those sleek custom in-house generative AI model, don't they all sound incredibly powerful, futuristic, even comforting? After all, these are capable to complete your day's work in just minutes, reduce your workforce and ultimately the cost. But what if your company's next big innovation becomes your biggest legal risk? What if AI generated report destroys the reputation you have built for decades? And what if you end up in court not because of what you said but because of what your AI said? Sounds dramatic or even histrionic. It is not, because it is already happening. Hey guys, my name is Mukesh Kumar. I am an advocate, law researcher, author, certified mediator and full-time corporate trainer. In today's video, I am here to scare you. But just kidding. Not really, but I do want to make you aware of some very real serious risks associated with AI or specifically generative AI tools. Whether you are using open source platforms or even AI tools developed in-house, the risks are very much present. So, whether you are using open source platforms or even AI tools developed in-house, the risks are still very much present and in some cases underestimated. So, I encourage you to watch this video till the end to understand how to safeguard your business and make informed decisions while working with AI technology. There is no doubt that AI, no more precisely generative AI, has become the corporate world's most powerful assistant and its most unpredictable liability. From marketing teams to law firms, from HR departments to consulting giants, everyone is using AI tools. That is truth of today's era. But the paradox is, AI doesn't understand law, ethics, or accountability, but you do. And when AI makes a mistake, your organization pays the price, right? So the current question is, do we really know what our AI is doing in our name? To understand the real depth of this issue, we don't need imagination. We just need to open the newspapers. Around the world, some of the biggest names, Deloitte, Amazon, Samsung, have already tested a bitter consequences of unregulated use. These are not small technical errors. These are corporate wake-up calls that shook boardrooms and triggered million-dollar damages. Let's look at them one by one to see what went wrong and what we can learn. Let's begin with Deloitte, a global giant known for precision and credibility. They used GPT to draft a crucial confidential report for Australian government. After preparing it nicely, they submitted it. The report looked fine on the surface until someone checked the sources and found fake references, fabricated quotes, non-existent court rulings. Imagine the shock when the truth came out. As a result of this, Deloitte had to refund the government, apologize publicly, and admit AI had been used without proper guidelines. One single oversight turned into a corporate embarrassment. The message is simple: AI without supervision is like a loaded gun without safety lock. Next comes Amazon. They built an internal AI system to simplify hiring. Brilliant idea, right? Except the AI learned from old hiring data, which was dominated by male candidates. The result? It started rejecting resumes that even mentioned the word women. Though no one sued Amazon and hence there is no legal consequences. Technically, no law was broken, but the damage immense, public trust gone. This shows how bias doesn't need bad intent. It just needs bad data. AI reflects our history, not our humanity. And that is exactly why we need trained human judgment beside every AI decision. Now think about GitHub Copilot, an amazing coding assistant tool. but it learned from open source code, including some protected under a strict license. Developers fought back saying our code was used without permission. The result, a massive class action lawsuit against Microsoft, OpenAI, and GitHub. This one case alone has redefined global conversations on copyright, AI training data, and fair use. The lesson: AI might not steal intentionally, but ignorance of law is no defense, not even for machines. The fourth case in our list is fake legal citation by a lawyer. This one is painful because it hits our own profession. A lawyer in New York used ChatGPT to draft a legal brief. Everything looked professional until the court realized every single case cited was fake. AI had hallucinated the law. The judge didn't just reject the brief, he called it waste of time and fined the lawyer. It is not just about technology, it is about trust. And once the court loses trust in lawyers' submissions, no technology can fix that damage. The last one in our list is Samsung data leak. Now imagine Samsung engineers trying to debug code pasted confidential company data into ChatGPT. In seconds, the private code became part of an OpenAI system. Samsung had to ban ChatGPT internally and launch a massive audit. That is how fragile corporate confidentiality becomes when AI is used casually. One wrong input and trade secrets are gone forever. This is not a technology problem, it is a training problem. Now, let's pause and think. What really happens when people inside an organization start using AI tools without any guidelines or boundaries? At first, it looks harmless. Someone uses GPT to write a report. Another person asks it to analyze some client data. Everything seems efficient, faster, smarter, right? While using such tools, what an extent you think that such technology can damage you or your company. At most, it might cause some technical errors or provide incorrect information, things you can easily fix without much effort, right? But what you may not realize is that it can go far beyond that. It can disrupt the entire operations of our company. It can introduce bugs into your system, lead to data breaches, damage your client base, and most importantly, your reputation. And the paradox is the consequences don't stop here. These issues can escalate into legal disputes and take you straight in the courtroom. As discussed earlier, this is no longer a hypothetical or futuristic concern at all. These scenarios are already unfolding in the real world. Without AI literacy, corporations invite chaos, not innovation. What starts as a small misstep can spiral into something that damages a brand's very soul. Additionally, without AI literacy, your employees don't realize what data they are exposing, what biases they are producing, and what liabilities they are creating. If briefly check, some of the prominent risks of using AI without understanding its consequences are reputational collapse. Public trust can vanish faster than a market share. Legal liability. A misplaced prompt can lead to data breaches and lawsuits under data protection laws. Thirdly, regulatory non-compliance. Ignoring laws like the European Union AI Act or India's DPDP Act doesn't save you from them. Financial loss. When millions are spent on AI projects had to be scrapped or re-engineered due to flawed implementation. Last one is internal breakdown. When employees use generative AI or Copilot recklessly, exposing secrets or making legal errors that no one can trace back. But the most dangerous risk isn't even legal. It's cultural. When employees start relying on AI blindly, they stop thinking critically. And when human judgment fades, ethics disappear quietly. So this is not just a matter of compliance. It is about protecting the moral fabric of your organization. So now the question is, how do we make sure that innovation doesn't turn into litigation? We build a strong governance shield, one that protects creativity without killing it. Let's understand the 4 levels of a smart AI governance. The first one is AI legal awareness training. First of all, every corporate leader, every team member must know the laws shaping AI today. The European Union AI Act, India's Digital Personal Data Protection Act, US state AI bills, and more. They must know how copyright, privacy, and liability work in the ecosystem. A design, a paragraph, a prediction carries potential legal weight. Ethics and bias literacy. Secondly, AI doesn't have values. It reflects ours. Training employees to detect bias, to question algorithmic fairness, and to apply responsible AI principles. Transparency, fairness, and accountability isn't optional. It is the new form of corporate compliance and corporate conscience. The third one is AI uses policy and governance framework. Every company needs its internal AI constitution, rules and what tools can be used, how data is handled, and where human oversight must intervene. A simple rule: no critical decision should ever be made without a human in the loop. I repeat, a simple rule, that is, no critical decision should ever be made without a human in the loop. The last one in the list is risk and audit protocols. This is where corporate integrity meets discipline. Every AI output should have an audit trail, logs, explainability notes, review, checkpoints. Everything should be checked. So when something goes wrong, and it will, you should be able to show not just what AI did, but what humans did to prevent it. So remember, AI governance isn't a side policy. It is the seat belt of the digital economy. You can move fast, but never without it. And when with all those internal frameworks, let's be honest, no company can be its own judge. I repeat, despite the fact you are following all these guidelines and protocols, no company can be its own judge. We all have blind spots. And that is why external oversight is not an expense. It is an investment in credibility. Bring in external AI auditors, legal experts, and ethicists to review your systems regularly. Let them challenge your policies, test your data, and audit your models. They bring objectivity. They ensure that what you build today won't become tomorrow's headline. Especially in sensitive fields like HR, finance, healthcare, or law, where one wrong AI-generated decision can ruin someone's reputation, livelihood, or even life. External validation is not luxury at all. It is necessity. Think of it this way. Your AI systems don't just need to be efficient. They need to be defensible. And the best defense is when transparency verified by an independent mind. Moreover, AI is not just transforming businesses. It is testing human responsibility. The real question is not can we afford AI, but rather can we afford AI without legal and ethical awareness. Train your people, audit your systems, and remember, in the age of intelligent machines, the smartest move is still human wisdom. So this is all for this video. Hope you must like it. See you in next video. Bye bye. Take care.